get this thing on the lift. So last thing you guys seen as far as the Mustangs go, at least this one, the 96, and my Boss 302 we were at the track, and we made 2 passes, one in each car, and they did not go well. The T56 in this car is still locking me out of 3rd and 4th at high RPM. We might have a fix for that. I'll show you guys once I get parked. And the Boss was kind of driver error. First time kind of launching on the 2-step in that car, and I completely just dumped the clutch and spun really bad. So unfortunately, those were the only 2 passes I got that day during the Halloween race. So I gotta switch hands here so I can shift. But those ended up being the only 2 passes because there was a very unfortunate incident, and we had a racer pass away that day. So whole event got shut down. Just super tragic. So prayers out to the family and friends of the racer. Just kind of makes you think about, you know, the risk you take when you get behind the wheel and doing this hobby that we all love. So that's why I kind of ended the video. Well, that's why I never posted the video, honestly, because I didn't kind of know how to address it. But we are kind of in preparation for this upcoming season. There's really been no new updates with the car outside of this one not shifting into 3rd and 4th and it leaking coolant. Outside of that, I guess it's ready to go. We'll see. The stock bottom end still appears to be good. We'll see how long it lasts. But it is now February 15th, and usually around my birthday, around spring break in March, PMP or PMI, I forget what they call it now, Pueblo Motorsports Park, so PMP, they usually open up the track and do a spring break kind of drag race on a Saturday. So maybe we will get one of these cars ready to go down there. Unfortunately, my money is kind of tied up. I'm trying to pull off another dream of mine and my family's. So the money's tied up, so it will be a risk right now taking the cars to the track, because just if I were to break one, it's probably going to be down for a while if this whole dream actually happens. So that's all I'll say about that. But don't worry, if it does happen, I will show you guys what I have managed to pull off, and it would be all thanks to the man upstairs. So anyways, we are going to get this, I just got to come down this little hill right here, but we got to get this pulled into the shop. I got 5 gallons of gas next to me because my dad's Fox Body will not start, and it sounds like it's low on fuel. His needle for his gas tank is not working inside the car, so we have no idea, but it sounds empty. So I'm gonna try to top it off, because unfortunately he's kind of hurt, and you still kind of can't push his car just with one person. So it's a 2-person job to move his car out. So if we can get that thing started and moving under its own power, that will help us tremendously. So enough yapping, let's get this stuff moved around. Yep, confirmed, it was out of gas. So put about 6 gallons in it. Like I said, this thing had to be on E, and now look at the needle. So that needle is definitely wrong, but as soon as I put gas in it, primed it, fired right up. It's probably the first time it's been started in, I don't know, definitely over a month. All right, guys, I think we found our coolant leak. If you look right here, I'm gonna grab a light. Oh, you can kind of see it through the phone. Those look like coolant runs, because I've seen coolant down on this, and the only thing that's up above it is the water pump. So maybe our water pump is going bad, or the gasket behind it is bad, because you can definitely see that it's running down, and that's the only thing above it. And it makes sense, because when I have the pan underneath the car, there is a drip towards the front of the engine. So, which I don't think I have to pull off anything crazy to replace that water pump. Full focus, yeah, right up there. So, outside of that, if that solves that, then I just need to grab my washers and figure out where they stick them on this T56 for this anti-venom mod. All right, you can kind of see it is right there. with that little blue paint mark. So we got to pull it out. It's a 5/16. As you can see, it's going to be tight. So we're going to take both of these copper washers, put them on that once we pull it out. There is the part number for you guys. All right, so a couple extensions, swivel got up there on it, as you can see right there. How am I going to get this thing back in? I have no idea, but it's about to come out. Right there it is. Here's our 2 washers. There is the mod. Now we throw it back in and torque it down. All right, y'all can see it. It is in there. We got our 2 washers on there. I forced my hand in there and got it spun a little bit. So now I just got to get this our ratchet back in there. My phone will focus. There we go. Get that back in there and tighten it down. All right, so got that tight. Now we are going to get a torque wrench out of the drawer and torque it down 30 foot-pounds. All right, guys, so like I said earlier, so the anti-venom mod is done. I think our water pump is going bad because we are getting some seepage out the weep hole. That shouldn't be too bad. I'll have to get a water pump on order. This is still a stock water pump, so nothing crazy. So the last thing we are going to do is grab our tires that we got stacked over here, our original chrome 03 Cobra wheels, and go ahead and take our drag pack off because we at least got a little bit more than a month before the track even opens up. All right, guys, this is not going to be the best way to test this, but anti-venom mod's done, and we're going to do a little quick hit here in Mexico. And it should shift better. Either way, though, I don't think we're going to fully know until we go down to the track next, because I only did it at the track before. All right, here we go. Gotta love having the street tires back on it. But it seemed like it wanted to lock me out of third for a split second, but then it went in. So, and I will also say, so far shifting, the T56 does feel a little smoother. Some of the notchiness is gone that I noticed with it. So, time will tell. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I'll have updates the more I drive this car and let you guys know that the anti-venom mod worked. However, this car is probably going to be parked for a while. I got to keep an eye on the coolant, just because I know that water pump is on its way out. So that will be the next thing we do to this thing. And the 86 in the background, I haven't forgot about it. I kind of have. We will be doing more 86 content. I got burnt out with doing the inside and trying to make it look all pretty again. And now it's been so long, I kind of forgot the stockpile of parts I have for that car. So instead of spending money, I need to just work on that car and mess with the stuff I already have. So that will be soon, but we will also, in the meantime, be giving you an update on my FJ Cruiser and the Boss 302. And this video kind of covered the 96, so please